turn into a convertible.
Hey guys, it's Ghoul97, and I'm making this video especially for one of my favorite YouTubers, one of the most awesome cyborg rappers ever, Orrin, sorry. I'm hoping I pronounced it right. Hi Orrin, it's me, Ghoul97. So yeah, I hope you're having a good day, and I hope you enjoy this video I'm making, especially for you, bro. Yeah, and I'm with you, Orrin. I'm with you on your quest to save the world. Yeah. A cyborg and vampire working together, awesome alliance. And here's what's, oh, and for the rest of everyone watching, here's what's under my mask. Another mask. If you want, you can take some if you guys want, you can take some screenshots of my video and probably turn it into a meme. Just be sure to post it and post on Instagram and mention it, me Ghoul97. All right, let's play some Mario Kart. Hey Arlo. Yeah, I have a couple of cute cats. Sorry. Yeah, I have 3 female cats and 1 male cat. They all came from the same mama. Long story short, my former stepfather had an uncle who had some barn cats around. The mama kitty kept on giving birth to babies. All right, time for Star Cup. And after this video is done premiering, I highly recommend that you guys, and it's Orrin, if you want, you can download this video and probably put it on a optical disc, like a video CD or a DVD or a Blu-ray. Or, and this goes for anyone else who wants to download my videos, or if anyone can, I highly recommend you put it on a VHS tape. Yeah, I have 11 blank VHS tapes that I plan to record Minecraft and other of my favorite video games on for my real life friends. Yeah, I'm pretty much rejecting Google and trying to reject Google and Netflix and going back to VHS and other analog technologies. As part of the quest to fight the oppressors that Orrin is leading the battle against. Yeah, I'm helping I'm pretty much with you, Orrin. Oh, biscuits. I fell for the oldest trick in the book. Biscuits. And stuff, you know? Alright, first place. Oh yeah, I kind of made my mom something for Valentine's. I mean, I'm not Valentine's, for Mother's Day. Of course, I'm not gonna say what it is because she could be watching this video, and I don't want to spoil the surprise. But I got my mom something for Valentine's. I mean, sorry, for freaking Mother's Day. Why did I say Valentine's? It's not February. It's freaking May. I'm sorry. I'm retarded. I know. Well, anyway, I have that gift. I have a gift, my mom's gift for Mother's Day. Finally, yes, all right, there we go. I actually said it. I said it right. Yeah, I'm not gonna edit out my fuck ups. My fuck ups are the best parts. My fuck ups are for, yeah, since I am a comedian, since I'm pretty much a YouTube comedian, I like comedy, so I guess I'll keep my fuck ups. There's plenty for my channel. There's plenty of room for fuck ups as long as it's comedic, as long as it's funny. Because you know what to say, laughter is the best medicine. Because laughter leads to happiness. And you know, I heard like did you know that laughter and other happy emotions can help boost your immune system? Yeah, no joke. It's real, it's pretty cool, right? So by making people laugh, I'm actually helping them. I'm helping them out medically and biologically. So yay, I'm doing good. So yay, Gulp's doing good. I'm a good vampire. I'm a good boy. Okay, that sounded wrong. Okay, that sounded wrong. Allow me to rephrase that. I'm a good vampire. Close enough. Hopefully for my 25th birthday, I'll probably be able to I'll probably freaking be able to get a Super Nintendo with a Super Game Boy peripheral. That is, if I'm not able to get a PS5. If I am able to get a PS5, I know the first game I'm going to get is Minecraft. Because I love Minecraft. But I heard I'm most likely not going to be able to get a PS5. Not a lot of people are. So I might as well get a Super Nintendo. You know, it's like a Nintendo console from the 90s. Hey, remember that? The Super Nintendo from the 1990s. Not an SNES flashback. No, I mean a full-on Super Nintendo, straight from the 90s. Along with a Super Game Boy peripheral. The Super Game Boy is basically a Super Nintendo cartridge that's made to play Game Boy games on your TV back in the 90s. It's a pretty cool freaking peripheral from the 90s. It's basically had the same. Had the same type of technology that was made to play the Game Boy, except I heard it was mixed with Super Nintendo cartridge stuff, so that way you can play Game Boy games. Which only makes sense since it's a peripheral. It only makes sense since it's a peripheral made to play Game Boy games, like original Game Boy games, on your TV set. How cool is that? I guess you could say its freaking sequel. Its sequel released in the United States was the transfer pack for the Nintendo 64, but I don't know if it freaking really counts because it can only work on a couple games. It only works on Pokemon games. It only works on Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2. The transfer pack was freaking, the transfer pack is only used to freaking play Game Boy Pokemon games, first and second gen Pokemon games, through the Pokemon Stadium games, which I probably have a couple. I have the first two Pokemon Stadium games that were released in America. The very first Pokemon Stadium game was only released in Japan. The Pokemon Stadium 1 in the United States was Pokemon Stadium 2 in Japan, and Pokemon Stadium 2 in America was basically Pokemon Stadium Gold and Silver in Japan. I know, it can be really confusing, right? Why does Japan have to have all the good stuff? Oh well. I guess that's what makes Japanese. I guess that just makes Japanese Nintendo even more special. That's just what makes Japanese Nintendo more special, you know? Like, for all the 80s kids who are watching this video, you remember the NES, aka Nintendo Entertainment System? That gray Nintendo console from the 80s? If you do, well, the Japanese version of it is called the Famicom, short for Family Computer. And it looked way different. It was smaller, and it was white. It was literally white with red controllers. And the second controller even had a freaking built-in microphone / speaker. Yeah, kind of like how the Wii layer had in America. Pretty crazy, right? And by crazy, I mean cool. To me, there's two different types of crazy. One, there's Ed Gein crazy, like creepy disturbing crazy. And there's fun, awesome crazy like Pee Wee Herman. Well, Pee Wee Herman before 1991. But that's just the way I see it. That's just how I see it. You know, yin and yang. It's yin and yang. And I heard like and there's also like the Famicom, which again is the Japanese version of the Super Nintendo, actually had a freaking disc system where you could play games off of freaking floppy disks. Yeah, the Famicom disc system was released in 1986, but only in Japan. And it made freaking game saves possible with the disc writer. It's pretty cool, right? But again, it was never released in America because by the time its titles, the disc system titles were ready to come over to America, cartridges were more capable of storing memory than the discs. It stunk. But The Legend of Zelda was the first disc title by Nintendo in 1986, which is a bum. It was a bummer that it never came here, because I heard the Famicom disc system had a lot of awesome features that never made it here in America. And with the Super Famicom, which is the Japanese version of the Super Nintendo, had the BSX. And no, it's not bullshit. It stands for Broadcast Saddle View, which Nintendo teamed up with a Japanese radio station to create an online internet service for online gaming. Yeah, Nintendo was ahead of their time. Basically, the Super Famicom's Broadcast Saddle View, you had to connect it to a radio and a satellite, where you could download games by satellite. But these particular games, you could only freaking play at certain times, kind of like watching television. Yeah, which pretty much one of its most well-known type of games was BS Zelda. No, again, it doesn't stand for what you think it does. It stands for Broadcast Saddle View. Basically, BS Zelda had cutscenes and a backstory. That was a big deal back then. And even had voiceovers. Yeah, it even had a voiceover, like a narrator. That was a big deal back then. Well, nowadays, that's something we expect is for video games to have voices and stuff like that. But back in the 90s, back in 1995, that was a big deal because games didn't really have voices. Games having voices wasn't even common back in 1995. So Nintendo was ahead of their time. I heard in the late 90s, freaking the service ended. Of course, I heard you could still play the games if you have them downloaded, but you can't play them the way they are broadcasted, which is a big bummer. I heard the only way you can manage to see those things is on like old video recordings that were made in the that were recorded on VCRs back in the 90s. Yeah, Japan had a lot of awesome stuff. Like, did y'all heard of the freaking Nintendo 64 DD? AKA, no, and DD does not stand what you think it does. It has nothing to do with boobs. Get your minds out of the gutter. DD stands for disk drive. Nintendo 64 DD stands for disk drive. It was freaking planned to freaking make an American release before the events. It had plans to be released in America along with the Nintendo 64. but it caught several delays. So a lot of the planned games for the Nintendo 64 disc drive were ended up getting canceled, which means Nintendo 64 DD had a lot of missed opportunities, and it never caught on with Japanese gamers, but was soon canceled. The Nintendo 64 DD did have some internet connection, did of course have an internet connection back in, but it was only in Japan. To exclusive message boards and stuff like that. Yeah, that was a big deal back then, because you know, of course nowadays internet connections, video game consoles have internet connections is commonplace nowadays. But back in 1999, that was a big deal. That was a big deal back in 1999. Just like how of course, also the original PlayStation also had a internet connection called iMode back in 1999 as well. But same with the Nintendo 64 DD. But just like the Nintendo 64 DD, the iMode was only released in Japan. Never made it outside of Japan. Yeah, a lot of freaking video game consoles had online capabilities in Japan back in the 90s. Yeah, Japan was so ahead of their time. Japan is always ahead of their time. You know, Japan is literally living in the year 3021. While here in America and other Western countries, we're going back, we're progressing backwards in America. And while in America and Canada and Europe, they're progressing backwards. Like, you know, people are always like, oh, homosexual evil, oh, heterosexual evil, oh, white men problematic, oh, PLC people, black problematic, It's like, Jesus Christ. Just, Jesus Christ, give it a rest. Like, give it a rest already. Like, we get it. We get it, you're bored. We get it, you're bored. You want to start a fight. You want to feel oppressed. We get it. You know, this is the kind of stuff Orrin is talking about. You know, how humanity is fighting against each other, and our technologies are becoming freaking something we cannot control. That's what Orrin is talking about. You know, Orrin is speaking the truth, man. Meanwhile, in Japan, they are living in the year 3021. Man, I wish I could live in Japan. I wish I could just live in Japan. I heard they're xenophobic, so they probably wouldn't like me. And well, can't blame them because I know I'm ugly. Or maybe Japan would accept me. I know Vietnam would accept me. I don't know if Japan or South Korea would accept me. I heard South Korea doesn't treat disabled people very well. I know Vietnam would accept me. China would definitely not accept me because they're a communist government. And since even though I'm a heterosexual male, I'm a very hyper-feminine straight guy. So people in China would think I'm gay. So, and we know how much they don't like gay people. So yeah, China, yeah, I can't go there. Can't go there. China, not for Dole Whip. But Vietnam, I heard, is, if I'm going to live in any Asian country, from what I've seen, Vietnam is the best place for me when it comes to Asian countries, because people in Vietnam are more civil from what I've seen. How do I know this? I talk to people from Vietnam on Facebook, and none of them are with the government. I know, I checked. Don't ask how. A magician never reveals secrets. I know it's I'm not being, it says that they do be a magician, but you know what I mean. Sometimes there are some things I don't share on the internet. How do I know these people are not just making propaganda or something like that? That's a secret I'm not willing to share. That's a secret I'm not willing to share. But it has nothing to do. But I'll tell you this. But I'll tell you this one thing. It has nothing to do with hacking, and it's perfectly legal. And there's no hacking involved. It's just simple psychology stuff that I learned. That I learned while reading about psychology. Which is perfectly legal. I checked. Sorry, I got itch my scratch my thigh. My thigh was kind of itching. I just want to put the lotion on my legs. Great, now my knee is itchy. Man, why do people itch anyway? Oh yeah, there was a science video. There was a biology video that freaking talks about why do people itch. Biscuits. Oh, biscuits! Gosh darn it. I better put some lotion on my legs. Yes. Oh my shit. Okay. Hands good. All right. Ah, much better. All right, now I can get back to the game. Phew, I didn't get sent back to last place. Thank God. Guess this is my lucky day. Man, I wish I had some Dairy Queen ice cream right now. Like the brownie batter blizzard. I love Dairy Queen ice cream. It's delicious. It's delicious. You know, I've been craving some frickin' Dairy Queen ice cream for a while. Well, mainly craving this frickin' brownie batter blizzard. since Dairy Queen has their summer blizzards out. And man, I've been craving some damn brownie batter blizzard because it's still, oh my god, because it's so delicious. It's so delicious. Man, I love ice cream. I love Dairy Queen ice cream. The Dairy Queen blizzards are so delicious. I've been craving some brownie batter blizzard. I know it'll probably make me fat, but it's only moderation. It's been a while since I had any Dairy Queen ice cream. Like, been a few months. So I should be fine. So I shouldn't gain any weight. I know, I'm trying to lose some weight, try to get the female curves I always wanted, but the Dairy Queen ice cream is so good. The Dairy Queen ice cream is just so darn delicious. Especially the brownie batter blizzard, since it made a comeback. Yum! The brownie batter blizzard made a good comeback. I remember the brownie batter blizzard was first around when I was in elementary school. Back when I was just a little ghoul. Back when I was still human. That was back when I was still human. Back before I got turned into a vampire by my ableist teachers who were locking us autistics up and experimenting on us. Like one of them, I don't want to name names, like, for example, one teacher from one of the schools named David Considine, who was a politician now, who is a politician in the Democrat Party now. No surprise there, because of course a scumbag like him is a Democrat. If he was a Republican, it wouldn't surprise me either. There's very little difference between the two anyway. Yeah. Let's just say that Constantine fellow has locked up disabled people and freaking tried to get them and suggested that they get put on medicine, to experiment on them. Turn them into mindless zombies. Turn them into mindless conformist zombies. You know, because that's how the Democrats have been doing since the Obama era. Because that's what the Democrats have been doing since the Obama era. Yeah, the Democrats really have a sick fascination with turning autistic and other disabled people into their zombies. The Democrats have an intense obsession with turning disabled people into zombies, into their mindless zombies. The Republicans, they just want to quote-unquote cure all disabilities, like autism. As for Republicans, they just want to cure autism because they think it's a curse. The Democrats just want to use autistics as their zombies and scapegoats and everything. Yeah, neither side is good. Yeah, in short, both sides are malicious. I said malicious, not delicious. Yeah, I wish I was making that stuff. I wish I was making it up. Some people might tell me that that's not true. I'm just making stuff up. I'm just starting shit. Well, I have to tell you, it's true, and I wish it wasn't. All this stuff I'm saying is true, and I wish it wasn't. And I wish it wasn't. And I wish it wasn't true, but it is. I wish I was making this stuff up. Trust me. I wish I was, but I couldn't even if I wanted to. I couldn't make this up even if I wanted to. Oh yeah, I did banana delivery on Mario twice. Yeah, double banana delivery. Basically, there's a little trick where whenever I get a freaking power up of the trail of banana peels in this game, I hit one of my rival racers with all the banana peels. I call it banana delivery. I call it the banana delivery. I hit them with all the banana peels and say, banana delivery. Banana delivery. Banana delivery. Yeah, shooting turtle shells and making your rivals freaking slip on banana peels is a big part of Mario Kart. Yeah, Rainbow Road has always been my favorite because I like the colorful road of the rainbow. Rainbows are beautiful. speaking of rainbows, I do love Skittles. It's one of my favorite candies of all time. Of course, I can't eat that for a while because I had a tooth pulled, so I can only eat soft foods for at least a couple of weeks. Might probably even be a month before it fully heals. Yeah, my tooth. Apparently, I had a little infection from a little filling I had years ago. Apparently, a filling I had years ago kind of caused an infection, and it hurt like hell. It suddenly hurt like hell one time, so we had to get that tooth pulled. And I'm not gonna lie, it did hurt to have my tooth pulled, and it still kind of hurts, and the wound still kind of hurts as it's trying to heal. But hey, it's better dealing with 2 weeks of freaking pain. And I can't eat any hard foods like French fries for a while. I can't even, if I ever go to a restaurant, I can't eat French fries. I can only eat burgers and soft food. I have to avoid French fries at all costs, which sucks ass. Which pretty much sucks ass. But it's gonna be worth it. But it's gonna be worth it once my mouth heals. Hey, dealing with all that is better than having to deal with pain in my tooth all the time, right? Better deal with the pain to have my tooth pulled out than having the pain of keeping that tooth. I mean, you should have seen it. The roots of that tooth were all black. I mean, they were literally black like a silhouette. Still had the infection on there. It has nothing. And for all you social justice warriors who are going to get offended, when I say that tooth was all black, it has nothing to do with race. I mean, it's different. This is different. I mean, common sense should say that this has nothing to do with race. And the dentist was surprised that my freaking tooth had a long root. Yeah, pretty much I get it from my grandmother's side. I get the freaking long root from my grandmother's side. Oh, got another banana delivery. Certain food didn't taste good because of that bad tooth, but now the food I didn't taste good before tastes delicious. Yeah, the infection got in the way. But now the food tastes good now that tooth's gone. Speaking of teeth, you know that there's scientists who there are some scientists who managed to be able to regrow some rats' teeth by shooting lasers. Yeah. And they say one day it might be able to be done in humans. Like having to lose teeth will be a thing of the past. They still have a lot to improve on. But with the way this is going, I'm sure it'll be closer than we think. Even though probably by then I'll probably be an old ass man. Or at least I'll probably be middle-aged by then. I'll probably be middle-aged man. I was referencing an old Saturday Night Live skit I saw on a VHS tape when I was a little kid. It was with Saturday Night Live with Mike Myers. There was a VHS tape that my mom had where it had Saturday Night Live with Mike Myers. One of the skits on there was called Middle Age Man. It was funny. It was pretty funny. If you have a VHS tape of that, if you have a VHS tape of Wayne's World, if you have a VHS tape, if you have one of those VHS tapes of Saturday Night Live with Mike Myers, I recommend to watch it. Or if you can, maybe convert it to a DVD or Blu-ray. That's what me and my real life friends plan to do with our VHS tapes that we made. Convert them to DVDs and Blu-rays. In fact, one time when my mom was buying her new computer, at Best Buy, I saw that there was a little device you can hook up to your computer where you can convert VHS tapes and other videotapes to digital files. Not only to convert them on DVDs or Blu-rays, you could also upload the said VHS tapes or other videotapes onto Facebook or other social media. Pretty cool, right? And Orrin, if you're watching this, if you want to get your mom something for Mother's Day, I highly recommend to go to Best Buy or any other computer store and buy her one of those types of devices that allow her to convert any old VHS tapes to digital files. Trust me, she'll love it. Trust me, your mom will love it. Or if you can't get that, then I highly recommend you get her a Blu-ray VCR combo. It might be, at cheapest, might be $200, depending on the website you buy it from. But if you can't buy her any of that stuff, well, then I highly recommend you. Then I recommend you get her like at least a VCR, like a VCR from any antique shop or the internet or any other store. There we go. So, Orrin, I hope you enjoyed this video. And for the rest of you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video too. Hope you guys like this video. Be sure to like and subscribe.
Using the color customizer filter on our controllers. Electric volt. Pulse red. Shot blue.
Looks like you got administered. Let the city pay for it.